The last two videos I made, in one way or the other, didn't really speak well about the president of Ghana. The video was not attacking him, but people were attacking him in the comment section a lot. So this week, I decided to search thoroughly for one of the most amazing things about Nana Akufo-Addo. And guess what? There's this amazing project of his that was hidden somewhere. It was Maya who redeemed the image of the president, Akufo-Addo. This video might reduce the hatred against him a bit. I watched the video 2 times and asked myself, why are people not praising the government for this great project? I mean, this is one of the greatest partnership deals of all time that a government has ever done. And it is the first of its kind in West Africa. Some of you have never seen how these things work. Please take your time and learn so that when people are talking about it, you can also speak with evidence.
Girls in about that's it. Ghana, you
Several Manui, a Kenyan Sassam, Manoso, and Tietimi Kano Corenso, Manoso, and Tiasema Manequasi, and Intimincano, Eka, Nadiana Manokas Yeika, Yan Fa Ghana, Emma NDC, and Momo Fan Mayor Richis Lequays, never! SCBO.
One media channel be a friend AI, AI media and AI TV back, yes. Na padino anase nipa no host esa program anase sa platform no interview bi editor abonten efa my Ghana ho na o kire won nkasa mu se anya Ghana for less ana opeso o kire enti se ya ye kasa yi wakoye investigations ehunu ne oma hodo a president na Addo Akufo-Addo aye na opese ode no so ebetudwa na before I beko AI ho akwakuti ni nsem anase investigations ono akoye de aba abonten no. He said, ye baba started a abatui, ye baba started. Now, when say about one so baba started, a year stories a babonting. A stories bang the stories bang and a babonting, see ya ye casay. Stories about qua a baba tuja a trenic a pa. A John Mahama any NDC. And as see ya ye casay, a baba toa a trend, a trendy. Honorable Kennedy or Henny Agyapong and a corny interview. And an interview the moon or a quantify so neja or to be a dema a yet John Mahama. I watch say, and no ma who do an as implementations be a Ghana ho. I bet me Abuama Ghana etimian to my papa frano. So omunim nom koto abano edema a yet John Mahama or beba abesunu ababitwasano mani munina. All canon and could receive comment to be a watch say. Omuko de hotel bi near there didn't buy it ebe 2 munam sky shade na start we dey starting temper am Afia was nigga and so about bonten ono so starting there ye ni kanti nsem a ono abuka na di Agyapong okokan
take your ID card and your admission letter and you'll be given a loan to go to school for 4 years. My brother, can Mahama stop drinking a petition and come and implement something like this for you? He's only going to cancel it. Obusa koda ayiwa plaza ne akwanstandogbe kofa girls in about that's it. Ghana ye ruwe
in some way esi wo asase radio hono kodi sa nkomo we nyina e wo asase radio na ofri ho na na so wie na na Afia so asnega so tisim wo je si wakwasha America e no so e ho anu ototo ayampia baako bi di ababonten nti so asnega enso atisimu e no so starting am so we dey must start in term do we dey me say bi amatwen kakra na we dey asa aba in term do papa no started by emrebi a etwamu ana Afia so asnega eni Tracy Boachemo ne ho nsensem ne ko mini ni nyina beto twa muni masema mekan eno beto ho no edinsem bibiri e baya na nya asem ketwa e ma obia e cheche na adwene e wo saa case ne ho ye ba beto abai 2024 ye we dey abantem kura too much a obia kura buja se na we dey asa abantem kura too much esen ketwen kakra yenko na yenkotie nsem ahodo a Afia so asnega enso tena ase no no so odi e tudwa e fa eye John Mahama ni NDC papa na start
Several Manui, a Kenyan Sassam, Manoso, and Tietimi Kano Corenso, Manoso, and Tiasema Manequasi, and Intimincano, Eka, Nadiana Manokas Yeika, Yan Fa Ghana, Emma NDC, and Momo Fan Mayor Richis Lequays, never! NCBO. It's not happening again. And what? the former things, forget the former president. Sa as our manifesto no lanche no. Forget it. Forget it. Now John Mahama of yesterday is the same today. John Mahama of yesterday is the same today. John Mahama of yesterday is the same today. Is the same tomorrow and forevermore. John Mahama of yesterday is the same today. Is the same forevermore. A dead goat cannot rise and walk again. Can't be your Bible. A dead goat shall not rise. A dead goat shall not rise. Once a dead goat shall always be a dead goat. A dead goat shall not rise. Now, baby, a year made there was in your mother dining in that tram. Now, was it me by your month for? Was it me by your month for? Now, Missy war by your month for, war by your month for, and your mother died at tram, and this is for happening. I am a design. I am a design. Rashid, that's you are on the page of a stupid cargo. A stupid old cargo. Miss me your old cargo. Me young cargo. My children are 23 years, so I'm an old cargo. But you are on the page of the stupid old cargo because you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know what I'm saying is the truth. You know we are not giving Ghana back to NDC to enrich slave queens. We are not going to do that. It is not happening, honey. We are not giving Ghana back to NDC to enrich slave queens. It is not happening. It can't happen. Put it in your head that this election we will do everything for Bawumia to win. And I mean everything. I don't need to inform you that Nanado is the commander-in-chief. Because we, the citizens, we are not giving the country to NDC. Yesika na mdebe ko honeymoon no. Yesika. Yesika na mdebe ko honeymoon abu. Me say Isaiah 43 verse 18 was say forget the former things. Forget the former things. Forget the former things. Forget the former things. Abozege. Abozege. But young corner young chorus Marco. Yeah, I get you. Hand me new me. Yeah, that means one way coming on. Mano cry the second economy, Manu Yagbaya. Say America for economy. Mano say. And it's the Kenyans assemble. Manu, a Kenyans assemble. Manoson, and Tietimi Kano Korenso. Manoson, and Tiasema Mame Kwasian intimi Kano, Eka. Nadiana Manokas Yika, Yan Fagana, Emma NDC, Emma Monfan Mayor Richie Slave Queens. Never! NC Bill. It's not happening again. And to what? Chairman or dinner. Mega upa na me campaign me Rihanna me no wasem. I told him to Mega. Montreal why? Me godfather friend me Montreal me ba. Montreal me ba me koya kola baba mon kasi em fa Ghana. Man this bio. Chairman. Money look for me. You don't get it. You don't get it twist. I don't need to beg for money. Yeah, mama son. Ezo, yeah, TV for Ghana, mama. Money ready. Papa will be the second. I be a president that. Mama professor will money more. Or that number 2. Mama will see a 2 aba. I will be the second. I be a president that. Mama de not to 2 am I. song Emma NPP. Order number 2, mwana mwaka obi eniwa. Order number 2, our president na. What I say? Now at this point in time, I was saying, Mama, if you know the answer, a boy, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And no one catch say, Nana do a back or cry, Nana do be wedding. By count of nature, and they say one. Okay, your former president. Forget your former president. And I'm saying again, me, Afia, more money before your 2 eyes. My 2 boys benefited from free SHS. Before your 2 eyes. And some see me be a phone line out tomorrow. Mumu be brave betro. Madam Fubiba call SS. Minyo Biba call SS. Why back call SS? Why back call SS? Why back call SS? Okay. Until this is so they are no me buy. I will wait. You are not ashamed of attacking against John Mah for taking care of you, mommy. Mommy, only John Mah may tender kill you. Did he tell you was taking care of me? I'll may tender kill you and that John Mah. I'll want to move you. I'll and to move you. May tender kill you and that John Mah that was taking care of me. I'll and to this John Mah. I'm telling you, may tender kill you. Let them that kill you. Let's have your mama now or taking care of me. I'm poor because it's not President John Mah. I work for Kwasiani and friend John Mah and I know taking care of me. Let them that kill you and that John Mah. I'm poor. Oh, try when you have a family, no payment, no hangover. I am very demure, very classy, very mindful this morning. My real whiskey, I'm at the action. Try me. Try me. I'll wash out for party. See ya. Jantra for party. Sugar daddy's party. I mean, could you be second? They are few ways, Mubedi. Moya down with the second. Moya down this with the second. Moya down. Common sense obi anywa wonim nyansa obekọ ne tamfo platform ben this for nkwase for ha and this for nkwase afo e omugu ha Jimmy die it's so sad though. It's so sad because we medically understand and me nko obi oya this in this page so ben this for nkwase afo e omugu ha and bibi anywa betra mama me baba campaigning ama intakrabua policy. Education is better than chicken. And this is way education is better than food. The beer confirm baby I'm wish you beer confirm. Education is better than food. Who did we are one year answer? And this is way. Mama book we am what? Mr. Mate. Mon fight this young person, Mr. Mo. Mo parts now wo. What they are before. Dr. Baumia. Dr. Matthew Poco Brempe. Doctor. Mupati no Mr. no Dawson, the Mr. C don't get any Mr. Adam because every day is a confirm. Veterinary phone call. What's the meaning of that? I go call the po.
Some hodwa Afia was niggan so elbetu bia. Afia yanko AI ho. Ninko ti AI Pilot Africa. Ono so ensem won so abeka e dia fa eye nyoma hodwa eye nana danko akofo ado aye. Ono so eka asem bi e video mu before be start ya wo sensem bi wo ho kan ya ohu ni se anko yi amfa ma eye Ghana for so na wo kiro na sisi ya ye kasa die wakohwem anya ade bi eye sono ko opo so le kire Ghana for.
The last 2 videos I made, in one way or the other, didn't really speak well about the president of Ghana. The video was not attacking him, but people were attacking him in the comment section a lot. So this week, I decided to search thoroughly for one of the most amazing things about Nana Akufo-Addo. And guess what? There's this amazing project of his that was hidden somewhere. It was Maya who redeemed the image of the president, Akufo-Addo. This video might reduce the hatred against him a bit. I watched the video 2 times and asked myself, why are people not praising the government for this great project? I mean, this is one of the greatest partnership deals of all time that a government has ever done. And it is the first of its kind in West Africa. Some of you have never seen how these things work. Please take your time and learn so that when people are talking about it, you can also speak with evidence. I'll be explaining some of the things to you as the video plays.
I love saving lives, yeah? So I'm here to save life. Are you gonna help me save life, bro?
Yeah, exactly. No.
What do I do?
So we've already loaded the package inside the zip.
Okay.
So you just take it like this. Then so come this direction. Then there's a handle here.
This is the first time I'm applying my engineering career. Okay.
Yeah.
This side, right?
Yes. So just set it.
Aviation engineer. Click.
So we have something we call the walk around checks.
The walk around checks,
Yeah,
huh?
you start checking by looking at the voltage when it's not falling to the low voltage that we don't expect. Yeah, exactly. Then we check the launch trace, whether they are seated, the nose cone is flashing and secure.
Okay.
I'm going to let you launch the drone, so I'm going to ask for clearance. Are you ready?
I'm ready, more than ready.
Zipline 639, I request for launch. First person is clear, launch is clear. No way.
Delivering in 5 minutes at Ekuonaba Arco HC.
Clear to launch. So are you ready to see the light?
Of course, more than ready.
So come to this side for me.
Okay.
I'm going to release this button. I'll press this. This will turn green. And you just press this button.
Okay.
Right. Spinning motors. 169 now. In 3, 2, 1.
702.
See, this is medical logistics made easy with just a click. My goodness, I can't wait to save 1,000 folks, man. You guys are not dying anymore. I'm here to save your lives, right? One of my biggest goals on social media is to touch lives. But I feel like Zipline is touching more lives than me.
Very true. So welcome to Zipline. This is the first of 6 centers we have in Ghana.
Amazing.
Zipline is a US-based company based in San Francisco. We started some few years ago in Rwanda, first in Africa, and then from Rwanda we moved to Ghana. So in 2019, Zipline started operation in Ghana in partnership with the Ministry of Health and the government of Ghana. And since then, we've been on the trajectory. Zipline is on a mission to build the first logistic company that serves all humans equally. That's why we are here. We supply from medical products, drugs, vaccines, blood, and other essential products to hospitals all across Ghana. We serve over 2,700 hospitals in Ghana. You have the opportunity to launch a drone which potentially will be delivering a life-saving medication to somebody in Ghana. So the main target audience for our center is hospitals. We have over 2,700 hospitals, like I did mention. And for us, access is a key concern for us. So we target most of the remotest areas of Ghana, very difficult to reach locations, mountainous, very terrible roads. And especially in rain season like this, places like the Western North region, the Northeast region, especially now that the Bagri Dam is open and the whole place is flooded. this is where we come in handy, and we supply these people with essential commodities that they need to have their hospital running on daily basis. From the lowest healthcare facility we call CHIPS in Ghana, to clinics, to hospitals, all the way to regional and teaching hospitals, we serve them equally.
I really want to know how it works, so if you can take me through the whole system, and we'll follow up from there.
All right.
This place is the call center. This is where the company interfaces with the various health centers in Ghana. All emergency orders are received from here. When they launch the drone, someone from this room will send a message to the particular health center where the drone is set to land to notify them that the drone has been launched.
So once we receive the orders from here and the process, the next thing is for the warehouse to put together the package and then hand over to the flight operations team so they can launch the drone to the facility and then they receive their orders.
I really want to see.
All right, so we can proceed to the warehouse and then have a look at what goes on in there.
Okay, Woody, so yeah, welcome to our fulfillment operations area. Yes. So it's a restricted area, so we'll have to go through some safety protocols. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all.
Good. Yes, okay, so this is our fulfillment area.
So the boxes for delivery?
Exactly, boxes for the delivery.
I was thinking, when the medicine drops from the drone, it doesn't get affected. But now I'm seeing that it's well packaged, man. Because even this with the rubber in there.
Exactly. So the payload that we normally work with is a 2 kilogram payload. Okay. And this is what you see here. So the box comes with several elements. You have this here that sort of insulates the package from, breaking when it drops. You also have a parachute. The parachute is to help the package drop slowly and reliably to the specific spot where it is designed to drop. So that's the aerodynamics of the package. So the package is 2 kilogram also because we don't have any intention of replicating the existing supply chain systems in the country. So our job is to plug in supply chain gaps. So what that means is that when, for instance, you have a facility running out of stock, they can call on us. Then what we do is that we package controlled quantities of medications that they need for a very short period of time. Then we deliver to them. So our job is not to deliver huge, quantities of products to these facilities. Our job is to just ensure that whenever facilities run out of stock or whenever facilities need some critical medications to save the lives of patients, they are able to get access to it.
Which means that this company comes in when there's an emergency.
When there's an emergency or when there's an urgent need of a product of some sort. So this package, for instance, that you see here, can actually deliver 30 vials of vaccines. And usually for small clinics in rural areas, that is enough for like a 1 month consumption or a 1 month immunization clinic. Then also, if you're looking at blood products, this package again can actually deliver 2 to 3 units of blood products, depending on the type of blood products that you're looking at. And that's enough to save like a pregnant woman's life or even save a little child's life.
This particular zip system is only in 2 countries in Africa, Rwanda and Ghana. And delivery is so fast that a drug that would have taken about 8 hours to get can be gotten within 20 minutes by the use of Zipline system.
In Ghana, what we did was to work with the Ministry of Health to identify products that were of importance or products that were critical when it comes to our area logistics. Fridges that you see here are for vaccines. We have routine vaccines. We also distribute COVID vaccines as well. And the fridge that you see here are for blood products. So we have your normal whole blood. Then we also have what we call componentized blood. So componentized blood are blood products that are used for specific, conditions.
So what I want to know is is this free for the person who is calling?
So the Ministry of Health, the relationship that we have with the Ministry of Health is such that we actually deliver all these medications to facilities when they call on us without the facilities bearing any cost. So originally the supply chain system is such that whenever items are delivered to facilities, they pay for just the products, right? That is if they go through their normal processes of delivery. what the Ministry of Health has done through the standard operating procedure that it has put together for our operations is such that we still deliver the items to the facilities. The facilities still pay for the products to the regional cold rooms or the regional storerooms that we pick up the products from. But at the end of the day, the Ministry of Health is the institution that pays for the delivery of the products. So no facility pays for the deliveries that we actually make to them.
Mahama will be launching a drone by himself with the help of the workers. But before that, take this opportunity to learn something new from what is going on.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
By His grace, doing well.
Okay. You are the doctor of this facility, health facility?
Yes, please.
Okay. The reason why I'm here is I want to know the impact of the drone delivery of medical products. How has it impacted your health facility so far?
It's very helpful because the system we run now, they supply drugs 4 times in a year. That is LMD, last mile delivering system that we are running.
Okay.
And sometimes when we run out from drugs and we request from Zipline, and within 10 minutes, then they supply. And our medical supply, some of the routine drugs that usually run out, they augment that to the medical, regional medical store. For example, our nurses will be on the field, and then the community health nurses will be on the field and they run out of a vaccine. So we request and they deliver. Then the motorbike pick it to where they are in the community to continue their delivery.
Before Zipline, how are you receiving your medical
We
product?
have to drive all along to Kofodia regional medical store to procure our drugs.
That's in how many hours?
It takes us about 2 hours to get to Kofodia Regional Hospital before you are able to pass through the system.
Right now, just 10 minutes?
10 minutes. The drone, within 10 minutes, when you request, within 10 minutes, you'll be at the delivery point and then pick your product and then redistribute it to the various units.
All right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, and it's helping us. For instance, for last week, we were managing a case and we ran out of this local anesthesia, Xylocaine. So we have to call and then they deliver, and we quickly hot infuse the site and then do the suturing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to say
it's helping. It's helping.
And can we do some, some packaging for people to know that, I'm not faking it?
Yeah.
So they've ordered something, right? Yes. They've ordered something?
Yes.
What is it? Can we help you package it?
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay.
So what you see him doing here is to interact with the fulfillment system to ensure that indeed we have the product available and also go through the entire ordering process. So he's trying to do that. So what we normally do is that for all the facilities that we serve, we sort of upload their data onto the fulfillment system so that when a facility calls on us, we are very sure that the products that the facility is ordering for are products that can be delivered to the facility. Because in Ghana, the different levels of hospitals or health centers that we have specific kinds of products that they can order for. So you can't have, for instance, the lowest level of our healthcare system ordering for blood products.
Exactly.
Right. So our fulfillment system has been taught to actually respond to such orders, such that when a facility that is not supposed to order for a product orders for that product, our fulfillment system will not allow us to serve that particular order. So what you see there is the product being packaged. So when it's confirmed that the product is available, the product is then packed, first of all, by wrapping it in the dunnage. The dunnage is supposed to help, first of all, to maintain the temperature of the product. And it's also helped to also, protect the product in some form when it comes to, absorbing shocks during the drop and all that.
I love the fact that everyone working in here is young.
Very, very young. So what we do is that we will normally recruit very young people, pharmacists, engineers. For our warehousing operations, we'll normally go for nurses, pharmacists, physician assistants, but for our flight operations, we'll normally recruit engineers. And we are very, very intentional about our hiring to the extent that we try as much as possible to ensure that 50% of our, the people that we hire into the company are actually women. We also go a step further in ensuring that even for our support staff, we recruit them from the communities that we find our distribution centers in. So all the drivers, the cleaners that you find around are actually people recruited from the very communities that we serve. And it's a way of sort of integrating our operations into the community.
Can I bring my internship letter? I'm an aviation engineer, so yeah, maybe I need to start practicing.
You're welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
You work here too?
Yes, I do.
Wow. This is a black women empowerment, eh? Because they were telling me that 45% of the women that work here, the people that work here are women.
Yeah, that's totally spot on.
I thought they were lying to me.
No, it wasn't.
Where are we?
Okay, so we are currently in the flight operations area.
Okay.
And I'll be taking you through a little bit of what we do before you go in there too. I always call this part the cool side of town. So this is where all the...
I love that. I love that.
Okay, so we would start from the dashboard. That is currently what you are seeing.
Okay.
And you can see a lot of numbers going on in there. And so that is a breakdown of what we have and what can be used to fly the drones.
Okay.
What powers our drone is mainly the batteries. So right here is a categorization of the batteries that we have that are fully charged. So you can see here that we have 13 batteries totally charged.
Okay.
Yes. And the batteries also have two categorization under them. We have the 3 dots batteries and the 2 dots batteries. So the 2 dots means that it can take you at maybe a shorter distance as compared to the 3 dots. So say your 100% battery can take you throughout the day and 50 can take you maybe half day. Maybe you're going to cycle to get something.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
How many deliveries do you guys do in a day?
Okay, so we can do from this nest, we can do an average of about 100 to 120. 80 is the least that we would be doing in a day. Yes.
Wow.
And for the high demanding nests, they can do about 300, about 200, 250 in a day.
These are the batteries, eh?
Exactly.
Oh, which one is fully charged?
All right, so the blue light that is emitting here shows that this battery is fully charged.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, we have 3 dots, so you can see the 3 dots here, you can see 2 dots.
Yeah.
So the battery is currently sitting on what we call smart chargers. And it doesn't only charge the battery, but it also cools it down at the same time.
Wow. How far can the 3 dots battery go?
So
distance?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
The farthest facility that we serve is 57 minutes from here in the central region.
To go as far as central region of Ghana?
Exactly. So we serve 2 regions, part of the eastern and part of the central. So 57 minutes away from here, this battery can stay in flight and serve that facility. And so that also gives us an idea that this battery would always be able to go according to the ETA, because it can stay in flight for about 2 to 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Yep.
And 57 minutes means it can go in and come back successfully. So this is the body. Now this body is made of styrofoam and you can touch it, you feel it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when you go by a fridge, we have that thing that is underneath for cushioning. Exactly. So that is how this body was made. And on the body too, we have this part that is the more like the belly of the drone. So the belly of the zip. And this is where you get the package going. So these are just elastic bands. Immediately when the drone gets to the destination, because there are sensors here and it uses GPS, it will just open up and
it drops
the package. Also on the body, note this, we have this tiny tail hook. And you are going to get to see how all of these are very important, including the QR codes are important to our operations. I wouldn't want to spoil the fun, so see everything for yourself. This is the wing of the drone or the zip, and it has a wingspan of 3.3 meters.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not really heavy, yes, but This area is something that you should look out for because it's a little bit sharper as compared to the side. Yes. And the last component that we would get to see outside is the nose cone or the nose foam. But before we head in there, let's put on glasses for safety protocols.
Yep. For the takeoff.
All right. So, and that is the last component which we spoke of. So you can pick one as well, and you can see this equally made of the same material that was used for the drone. That is styrofoam, and that is the last thing. Okay, so this is where I end with you, and Vanessa takes over.
Wow.
So,
I heard my colleague Eva tell you that that's like the cool side of town, but this is the cooler side of town. So I'll take you through our flight operation. So here we have the launcher system, and then we have the recovery system. Now, the unique things about our drones is that they do not land and they do not take off, right? And so for us to get the drones into the air, they need to be catapulted by this launching system. So that's why we call this the launcher. And you might ask, okay, why did we have to do this with the drones? For many drone operators, I think that takeoff, those who know so much about engineering, takeoff and landing takes a lot of battery energy. So we wanted to find a way to be able to fly that far whilst conserving the battery energy. So that's why we're catapulting the drones into the air with this launching system. So this is how our launches look like, and I'm sure that you'd get an opportunity to launch a drone to save a life.
Definitely.
All right.
But I'm interested in the landing system.
Of course. So we call it, let me correct you, it's called the recovery system.
The recovery.
Because the drones don't land, so it's a recovery system.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is our recovery system. Anytime our drone is in flight and it's coming back to be recovered, it's always in communication with this recovery system. And so we have that as the capture line. I know that when Eva was showing you the drones, she showed you the hook at the tail fin of the drones. And so when the drone is almost at the recovery point, it communicates with this system. The system lifts to meet the drone whichever direction it's coming from. So sometimes it comes from left, sometimes it's coming from right. And so it would communicate and say, for instance, recovering from left or recovering from right. And whatever the direction is, the capture line will turn towards that angle, and then the tail fin, the hook at the tail fin of the drone hooks the capture line, and then it swings the drone to a stop. Wow. And there's like a 99.9% chance that it always holds on to the system.
And you drop it down?
Yes, yes. So once the pendulum stops, and then we have this button that presses and brings it down, and then we recover the drones. So that's
amazing.
Yeah.
This is absolutely brilliant. The fact that young Africans are working tirelessly, the use of technology to save lives in our community. You don't think they deserve a round of applause?
This is one of the best projects so far in Ghana that can even help the president himself. Nana Addo is quite old, and he might need constant medical care himself. In case he is sick, he does not need to be taken to the biggest hospital. He can lie on his hospital bed in the Flagstaff house while this Zipline drone delivers the needed drug. We appreciate the President of Ghana for such an amazing project. Other governments in Africa should learn from this. If you're a Ghanaian, you should be proud of this because it might save some of your people in the small towns and villages. We can't continue to report bad news, and when the good news comes, then we act as if we didn't see it. Let's look at this other thing. You heard them say that those drones use GPS address for the delivery. This comes back to the digitalization initiatives this government put in place some time ago. The economy might not be good, but this government should be commended for this amazing.
Abusia, we dem sa starting tamana muhuni say, and normal. Dia kona enkwana sana. Ubitimi wa jinja ba mididi Ekuonaba.